This is Newcap News with Chris Chacon.
Well, good evening and thank you for joining us. Lake RCMP are investigating the sudden death of a 40-year-old male from Green Lake, Saskatchewan. Police were called to Meadow Lake Hospital at roughly 2 in the morning when they received a report of a male who passed away from injuries that he received. Police are currently investigating the sudden death, and an autopsy has been ordered to determine the exact cause of death. Lake Biche Fire Department, RCMP, and EMS were called out to an apartment building that was engulfed in flames. First responders arrived shortly after 12:30 a.m. in the town of Lake Biche, where they quickly worked to contain the flames of a 24-unit, 3-story building. Occupants of the apartment were evacuated and accounted for with no injuries reported. Surrounding buildings were undamaged, and there is no estimate of the damages at this time. The fire remains under investigation, and preliminary indications suggest the fire was non-suspicious. Well, the biggest annual collector show in Lloydminster is being held this weekend, bringing in people from all over the region. The 24th Border City Collector Show and Sale has everything from rare antiques to albums. As Hannah Tita explains, for many in those in attendance, the fun was in the search.
This is all the multicolor series, and this is the security stripe series.
From money to stamps to antiques, the Border City Collectors Show and Sale had a little bit of everything. Hundreds came out from all over Western Canada, everyone looking for something a little different.
I'm looking for something for my two brothers, and then I'm thinking of getting something for myself, but I don't know.
What kind of collectible things are you interested in?
Models, boats, planes, that type of stuff.
Just anything Alice Chalmers that I can collect. That's what I collect at home. We farm with Alice Chalmers, so that's what we collect.
Just to look around and see all the stuff.
This year's event hit capacity at the Stockade Convention Center with roughly 70 vendors and 170 tables. First-time exhibitor Dwayne Anderson brought his collection of thousands of records, including an extremely rare Cramps album, one of less than 100 in existence. He says vinyl is making a huge comeback in the music world.
A lot of people feel that the sound from vinyl is better than like CDs and downloading stuff.
According to Chart Attack, for the first time in history, catalog albums are outselling current releases. For the 40-year collector, now is the perfect time to sell.
Most of this stuff just sat in my closet, collected dust, and I finally figured out like 3 years ago, it's time to let somebody else enjoy it.
Show chair Brad Boguski says he was once again pleased with the turnout.
There's a lot of people here that come every year, and we get to know them and you see them, and there's always a lot of cool stuff to see. Things you had as a kid that you didn't know what it could be worth, and you come here and you can find it, and good idea what it's going to be worth.
The annual show is also a way to give back to the community, with some admission sales going towards local charities like the Interval Home and the Men's Shelter. Boguski says the club is planning something special for next year's 25th show. Hannah Tita, Newcap News.